So, Miles, tell me, what's your biggest fear?
Welcome to episode 2 of the Macbeef-Banquet podcast. My name is Miles, and this is Henri.
we trashed the last 50 episodes.
Yeah. Well, no, we have to because it's technically a new show, but not really.
It is a new show, yes.
But not really. Okay. Do you like Harry Potter?
Not really. I mean, I'm not attracted to him because I'm not gay. Just being honest.
Okay.
I'm straight. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But do you like Harry Potter?
No, I don't like J.K. Rowling, Henry, because she's a fucking she hates trans people.
Does she? Does she really?
Didn't you hear about that big thing from like a month ago?
No, what big thing? There's a big thing?
Yeah, big, huge thing. So, regardless of J.K. Rowling's opinions on trans people, trans community, Harry Potter is a great piece of work. Great piece of work. That sounds like I'm hating on it. It's what a fine piece of work that is.
See this fucking nerd over here? He's a real piece of work.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on this fucking feud with Voldemort. All right.
Yeah. So let's just say that J.K. Rowling didn't make, because that's what people are saying. They're saying that Daniel Radcliffe made Harry Potter because she's a fucking bitch now. They're just like excommunicating her.
It's his thing at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
But yes, to answer your question, I enjoy the franchise that is Harry Potter.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So you wake up today. Let's say tomorrow. Sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Tomorrow you wake up. You get a letter.
Miles, it's all right.
Dude, shut the fuck up. You get a letter. All right. It comes through your little mailbox.
I don't know how to read, Miles.
From your ass, because remember last episode, your asshole was a mailbox, so it shoots out of your ass, and it's a letter, dude. It's from Hogwarts.
It's from Hogwash.
Yeah, it's from Hogwash.
Okay, what does it say?
It says, Macbeef, you have been formally requested to show up in court at Hogwash.
What did I do?
It doesn't tell you.
It doesn't. Take a guess, man. Just fucking roll the dice and you'll see what crime you get.
Mm-hmm. What do you do? Do you decide to go or do you ignore it?
I want to go. I want to check it out. Yeah.
You want to check out Hogwarts?
Yeah, Hogwash, and I'll make sure to bring a gun just in case. Just in case the situation gets dicey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you out loud say, yes, I'd like to go, and then all of a sudden,
yes, a
large man bursts through the window, breaking the wall and the window itself. But
the fourth wall.
Yeah, the fourth wall breaks the fourth wall. Hey, folks at home listening to this podcast.
This is the first line out of his mouth. It's just it turns to the audience. It's like, sup, fuckers.
It looks like me because it is, and I'm like, bitch, you got to go to Hogwarts. Get on my motorcycle. I'm the Hagrid of this tale. I also got a letter. From Hogwarts. You and I are gonna go to Hogwarts together on this motorcycle.
I love how it's like your character seems like he knows what's going on, but it turns out you're just basically in the same spot as me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's fucking funny.
Okay, and then I'm like, bro, in my letter it said we gotta go to Perpendicular Alley.
Oh my god. Perpendicular.
It's stupid.
Why did I laugh so hard at that? Oh my gosh. That was good, Mouse. That was good.
Thank you. I know I'm a funny man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so we go to Perpendicular Alley. and we see. I mean, I hope you agree. I'm just kidnapping you at this point, I guess.
You just fucking pull the gun to my head. I'm going to die.
I steal your gun that you thought you'd bring, and I'm like, bitch, no guns on this trip. You're coming with me to Perpendicular Alley.
Motherfucker.
Perpendic, as they call it downtown.
Perpendic for short.
Perpendic. Okay, so we head to Perpendic. We head to Purple Dick.
Just a Purple Dick?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my gosh.
Purple Dick.
What the
That's
fuck?
the official name is Perpendicular Alley, but everyone calls it Purple Dick.
Okay.
Okay, so we head to Purple Dick, and in Purple Dick, there's many shops.
Yeah.
I'll let you decide where we go.
The candy shop.
The candy shop. Okay, we head to the candy shop. And we go into the candy shop. We open the door. So many people in the candy shop. Okay, I'm out. You can shop in the candy shop or whatever, Henry. I'm good.
Okay. I go up to the counter, and the first thing I do is I talk to 50 Cent.
I
say, "Hey, man,
fucking
what's
knew
up?"
it. I was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I know you say, yeah, so seductive. I'll take you to the candy shop. I'll let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl. Don't you stop. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa! I'm guessing that's what you were going to say?
Yeah, and then I ask if 50 Cent has a back room he can take me to show me some stuff, and then we go kind of go back there, and then I think at this point it's just you on your own for a little bit.
Okay. So I had to Ollivanders because I know what I need because I've seen Harry Potter 3 times. All the whole series. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So I hop in Ollivanders and he's like, who the fuck are you and why are you in my shop? And I'm like, bro, it's me. Banquet from the Macbeef-Banquet podcast. You don't know who I am?
It's me, Banquet, yeah.
And he says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you. Okay, let's discover my wand."
Fucking pulls down his pants.
Okay, to ensure we find the perfect wand for you, it's very important that you answer the following 7 questions honestly. All right. By the way, side note, outside of the little RP we're doing, we're using the Wizarding World, the Wizarding World website that was a replacement for Pottermore, if you were wondering.
Yes.
If you wanted to also take the test as well. Either way, back to the story. Okay, so here's Ollivander's like looking at me, and he's like, here's the first thing he asks. First of all, would you describe yourself as average height, tall, or short? And you don't. And you shouldn't be doing this, by the way, right now, Henry, because you're in the candy shop with 50 Cent as
I know,
trying to get you to suck his dick or whatever you guys are doing.
We'll get to what I'm doing in a minute.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. I describe myself as average height. I think. What and your eyes? What color? No. Here's what he says. He's like, how tall are you? And then he's like, and your eyes. Like, what the fuck? I actually don't know. I think I'm like a dark blue or a light blue. I don't know if you could see it, Henry.
Hold on. Let me make you a full screen, and we'll see.
Hold on. Let me do this.
You just fucking disappeared into the background. Okay.
Oh shit. Hold on. Let me. The light from my camera is lighting up my eyes. So hopefully that's not affected.
I think it is, because it almost looks a little green at this point. It looks hella green. Miles,
What do you think?
You're green, Miles.
You're green with envy.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the
Penis
thing is.
envy.
Hold on, let me fix my camera now. Shit. Okay. Hold on. There. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So my eyes, you said green, right?
Yes.
Green. Was the day on which you were born an even number or an odd number? Okay, interesting. Not that interesting because this is...
It's a sexy background.
It's just... thanks, dude. I thought it matched. Okay. Was the day on which you were born an even number or an odd number? I was born on an even number, I think. Yeah. Do you most pride yourself on your determination, imagination, resilience, intelligence, originality, optimism, or kindness?
There's an option to say all of the above.
Yeah, but I'm not going to pick that one because that'd be too easy. I'm going to pick kindness. I think I pride myself on my kindness. I think I'm a pretty kind person. Although it's not letting me pick it, so maybe not. Shit! Did it? It might have made me pick twice in a row. Like without seeing what the other question was, but who knows. Alright, cool. In a chest of magical artifacts, which would you choose? A silver dagger, an ornate mirror, a glittering jewel, a bound scroll, a golden key, a dusty bottle, or a black glove?
Dusty bottle. Gotta say.
That's what they used to call me in high school, actually.
Dusty. Yeah.
Because they put dicks in me. I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna say bound scroll. Yeah, that seems right. Bound scroll. Bound scroll, please. Oh my god, this fucking website. Jesus Christ. I mean, it could be the fact that I'm doing it on my phone, but whatever. Okay. Ollivander looks at me deeply in the eyes, and he says, your wand is an ash wood with a phoenix feather core.
Asswood?
10 and 3/4 inches and slightly yielding flexibility. And I'm like, bitch, I don't need to hear all that. I don't want to know that my wand is ass. Just tell me what the wand is. God damn it.
Just you pull the gun on him.
I pull out the gun from earlier, and I'm like, bitch, what's my wand? And he's like, God damn it. He shoves it up my ass and kicks me out.
You fuck a stranger in the ass, Ollivander. This is what happens.
He shoves the wand in my ass and kicks me out. And I'm like, fuck, man. So I go to look for you. Now it's your turn.
Okay, so.
Oh, also, I'm popping open a can because I found a can on the sidewalk.
Was it a dusty
bottle
can?
It was a dusty can, and I'm
dusty
opening
bottle
it.
can.
A dusty bottle can. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, might be an interesting name for a restaurant, maybe.
Dusty bottle can. That would be, yeah. I bet it is already. But go ahead.
I don't know what it'd be. I feel like it'd be like a super.
Or a bar.
Just low class. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so I just got done doing wizard drugs with 50 Cent in the back room. And so I get back out, right? And I've had all the candy I need to, so
and I'm walking funny again, like I always do. Because I got a wand up my ass.
Yeah. And so I guess I head over to teach this guy a lesson, right? This guy who stuck a wand in your ass, because what the hell, nobody does that to you except me. And so what I do is I go in his shop, and I'm like, yo, dude, you mind not sticking wands up my friends' asses?
Up my friends' asses? Multiple asses.
Yeah, as in multiple. You have multiple asswoods. And he's like, yo, bitch, I'm never gonna stop. That's my line of business. And
this is how I make profit.
That's what I'm in it for. And I'm like, well, fine. Can you give me my wand, please? And just don't stick it up my ass. And so what he does, he's like, yo, first of all, well, what would you describe yourself as? And I'm like, I'd say I'm like hella like short. No, I'm kidding. I'm like average height, I guess. And then he says, and your eyes, ... And I'm like, I feel like you've been through this before with other people. And he's like, yeah, kinda. And I say, mine are like a brownish, like a dark brown.
I'd say brown, yeah, dark brown.
And and then he asked me, was the day on which you were born an even number or an odd number? And I'm like, yo, what the fuck does that matter? Do you want to know when I was born, you pedophile? And then like an odd number, and he's like, you'll never guess what he asks next. He's like, do you most pride yourself on your determination, resilience, personality, kindness, imagination, intelligence, or optimism? And I initially thought that there would be an all of the above option, but apparently there wasn't. So
there was for me
anyway.
anyway.
Ultimately, my imagination. I guess. Traveling alone down a deserted road, you reach a crossroads.
Shit! I knew it!
Yeah.
I skipped a question because it fucking lagged out on me.
And so it asked me if I continue. And it says right towards the castle, left towards the sea, or head towards the forest. And honestly, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know what I'd do. I think I would probably hold for dramatic effect. I'd probably head left to the sea. And now, do I most fear fire, isolation, small spaces, darkness, or heights? I fear none of these. Isolation, I guess. In a chest of magical artifacts, I feel like they spelled artifacts wrong. Which would you choose? A silver dagger, a glittering jewel, a golden key, a black glove, an ornate mirror, a bound scroll, or, believe it or not, a dusty butthole.
Dusty bottle.
Dusty bottle. And I say, I would choose the golden key. And it turns out that my one is a sycamore wood with a unicorn hair core, 12 and a quarter inches and slightly springy, very flexible, Miles. And I'm like, yo, like I said, just please don't stick this wand on my ass. And he's like, that I can do that, bro. I got you. And so then he sticks it in my mouth instead and shoves me out the door. And at this point, I've decided that it's best if we just sue him altogether for harassment. So I come back and join you, and I ask if you're willing to join me in presenting a case to the wizard court that Ollivander's a pedophile.
We're not children, though.
I mean, are we not in this?
No, dude. We're our age. We're 20.
Oh. I still think he's a pedophile. Anyway, keep going.
That fucking sucks, though, that my questions got accidentally hit because it was lagging.
I mean, it was probably only, one question?
It was 2. No, it was 2.
Oh, you missed
2. It was the pathways and the fear one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
That's alright.
Whatever. Happens.
How long is your wand?
10 and 3 fourths quarters.
Ha, suck it.
Yours is longer?
Mine's longer.
Damn it,
12
dude.
and a quarter inches.
But mine's ass wood, so.
Yeah, well, mine's sycamore wood.
And we're having this conversation in the middle of the hallway, and many people are passing us by, being like, ugh, gross. What are they talking about that for? And why does one of them have the wand up his ass?
And the other has it down his throat.
Yeah. Okay. So we're like, I don't know. We go to the bank. You know what? We go to the bank. We're like, bro, dude, dwarf man, goblin. They're goblins. They're goblins. And we're like, yo, man, we need to pull out all of your money, and we pull the gun out.
Oh, shit. This is a stick up, bitch.
This is a stick up. And they're like, okay. So they hand over 1 gold piece, and they shoot us in the foot with their wands. They have magic. It's probably more powerful than a fucking gun.
Don't underestimate the power of a Glock, Miles.
Yeah, it's true. That's
Banquet.
why I shoot him in the head and run away, and we leave, and then we head to the train station to get out of town.
Oh man.
And as we're running, I trip and knock you into the wall, which you disappear, and I'm like, what the fuck? Henri, where are you? Henri, and you stick your hand out and grab my dick and pull me in.
Oh shit. And then you come to the gate, and then you find out that it's not me that grabbed you. It's Ollivander. Ollivander's back. And he grabbed your wand.
He's like, no, yeah. He's like, I'm checking your wand,
just
sir.
checking your wand, just to make sure it's good.
Okay, so he quickly jerks me off. I come, obviously, and then I finish, and you and me get on the train. You're like waiting for me. Okay, so you and I hop on the Hogwarts Express. Chug a lug. We're drinking hardcore. We're drinking butterbeer, but this time we added actual beer, and it's not for children.
Indeed.
Even though we're not of age, but we're older than these little fucks that are running around the train.
Yeah, exactly. And at this point, Miles, I turn to you, right, and I say, "Hey, Miles, we all have our favorites. What are yours?" No, seriously, what are your favorites?
I don't know what that is. Like, I wasn't gonna pick it because I don't know what the fuck it is.
Well, we find out what your favorites are, man. Like, let's take a look at some characters, right?
What the fuck? We're not doing this. This is weird.
Why not?
What is this?
I don't know. You pick some of your favorite characters and shit. I don't know.
Oh.
Spells and potions, objects and food. I don't know.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, we'll do objects and food. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh no, this isn't a quiz or anything. It's just fucking looking at it, I think.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
So anyway, I ask you what some of your favorite things are.
Okay, no,
slap me in the face, and you're like, "Yo, we're not doing any of that shit."
We're not doing that. This is stupid.
Yep.
I can't go back now.
And then that's when a bunch of like the first years come up to us and they ask us what our favorite things are. And I'm tired of people asking me this question, so I just beat the shit out of them.
We bullied them and
tossed them off the train.
Yeah, we killed them. We shoot him in the head with the Glock.
And then that's when the third years come up and they're like, "Yo, what's all this fucking noise, bro?"
And we're like nothing, dude. We're just fucking up some little nerds.
You point your gun at them and you're like, "Yo, bitch, if you know what's good for you, you'll get back." And that's when they pull out their glocks. And they're like, "Oh, you think you're the only ones that got guns on this bitch? We're taking over." And then you're like, "Bitch, you're entering a world of pain. You want to walk your silly little ass out of here? This is our fucking train." And at this point, the leader crumbles, and he's like, because he sees Ollivander behind you,
grasping at my wand that's still in my ass.
Indeed, and he makes a threatening gesture at this third year, the leader, and he's like, he's miming sticking it up his ass, right? So he's like, so the third year is just like, oh shit. No, please, Mr. Ollivander, we don't want any trouble. So
and you and I,
and then they walk off.
And you and I both look behind us, and there's no Ollivander because he ran away or some shit.
He ran off.
Okay, and then we arrive in Hogwarts.
We look back and we just see him like evaporating into the distance, and he winks at us.
We then arrive at Hogwarts. Wow, what a wonderful train ride that was.
So interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So we arrive at Hogwarts. And we hop in the boats. You and I steal a speedboat though, because we're fucking badasses, and we're old enough. There. Yeah, we're only ones. Yeah.
we steal the only speedboat there is. The rest have to fucking row.
And then we run over everyone else.
we took the speedboat, and we also took all like the paddles.
And so the life preservers.
Just our hands.
And no, we took all the life preservers as well.
And then we shot holes at all the ships.
We gave our gun infinite ammo with our magic wands.
We also have the other guns from the third years.
That too, yeah. So we shoot up the other boats and leave everyone in the dust, the fucking dust that's in the water. Okay, so we arrive at Hogwarts on at the dock area. We hop out. We turn around to look at all the little fucking bitches on the other side and flip them
drowning.
Off. They just jump in the water and start drowning. And then we freeze the lake with our magic wands.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ, we're the worst humans.
We're just
Okay. So we run up the steps and we're like, McGonagall shows up. She's like, "You're late." Like, we're the first ones here.
Oh man, yeah. Come on, what's going on? And she asked, "Well, did you at least dispose of the first years yet?" Go, yeah,
that was your first task.
You asked us to.
Yeah. And then she turns into a pussy and runs off.
Specifically, Jules.
Yeah, she looks like Jules. Very similar. Interesting.
She is Jules.
She is Jules.
Yes.
Okay, so then she leads us to the main hall, where there's second years through what is it, 6? I guess
7,
6.
I think.
7, I guess. Yeah. But that 7th movie was only, I don't know, whatever.
Well, I mean, they also left Hogwarts to go find the Horcruxes, and they were still, Neville and all them were in the same year as them, and they were still there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think it is 7.
So everyone but first years is there. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
And also a few of the third years are missing.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. You and I are the only first years.
Yeah, we're the only first years that made it.
Because it's our first year there, yeah.
And as a result, there's a sudden quiet that falls over the room.
Only 2 first years walk in.
As all the others pull out their guns, train them right on us. They're threatened.
And then we point our guns out, and then we're like, we point our guns at them, and we're like, no, back off. You gotta back off.
And then
Dumbledore falls from the ceiling and lands on his podium, impaling himself. And then Dumbledore walks out of the side door and was like, "That was just a clone, pranked ya, haha, pranked ya, pranked,
bro,
just a prank,
and
bro."
Then
and then he pulls the clone out and starts fucking it.
Once he finishes, he stands back up, right? And he gets to his fucking chair, right?
His
and he notices
his chair, yeah.
All the other students have turned their guns on us. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "You absolute assholes." And then so he decapitates everyone in the room.
Oh my god.
And he's like, "Yo, I'm sorry about that, guys. Mad disrespect on their part. Honestly. They deserve to be dead anyway. They all failed."
And then he walks over and fist bumps us. He's like, "Mad respect, bro."
Right.
Like, hell yeah, Dumbledore. And then he's like, "Don't call me that." Gets all serious. Okay, sorry, continue.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and then he's like, "Yo, so y'all are pretty cool and all. Which house do you guys want to be a part of?" We're like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?" And
then he slaps the cap on our heads, on your head.
Yeah, he slaps it on my head.
On your penis.
And he's like,
on the head of your penis.
Yeah, he's like, "It's okay. We'll be gentle since it's your first time." And
we'll be gentle.
Yeah, right. Well, him and the hat.
Yeah.
The hat comes to life, and instantly the first thing we hear it say is, "Oh, thank goodness, finally put me on someone's head. I've had to take a shit for the last half hour." and then I just feel something gross on the top of my head, right? And
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, "Yo, why'd you have to do that on my head?" And he's like, "'Cause I have to assert dominance, man. You're fucking Macbeef, dude. I can't handle your shit. You just fucking decapitated this entire room of people." I'm like, "That's not me. That was Dumbledore."
And as you're having this awkward conversation with the hat, a bunch of clones of the fucking other kids walk in, because we can't have an empty school.
Yeah, that's true.
Except the first years. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, those guys are dead. Anyway,
They're never coming back.
So anyway, I'm like, all right, you stupid fucking hat. What are your questions? And he's like, yo. So like, I mean, honestly, be honest. Be totally fucking honest with me, all right? Or I'll fucking know.
He'll decapitate you. He'll rip your head from your body.
Yeah. And so he's like, do you like rivers? Or do you like forests? And I was like, dude, like, do you even know me at all? Forest, man. And he's like, how would you like to be known to history? And I'm like, well, it's a really good question. Because, like, what are even the options, man? Like, you didn't tell me anything about this. And he's like, I thought you fucking knew, you half-wit. There's the great, obviously. There's the wise, you moron, which clearly that's not you. There's the bold. And then there's the good. I hope you're not the good, you absolute square. And I'm like, alright, well, fine. I guess if I'm not the wise or the great, I'll be the bold. And he's like, okay, cool, whatever. And he's like, so let's give you a scenario, alright? He's like, let's say a troll has gone berserk in the headmaster's study. And that's when we find out the troll is actually Dumbledore. He's just really pissed off right now, so he just turns into a troll.
No, he becomes an internet troll and starts messing with people online.
Yeah, he actually was raging pretty hard because there was this one guy that was being like really immature with him online. Anyway, so he's feeling really horny. He's about to smash, right? And he's crushing and tearing several irreplaceable items and treasures. Now, in which order would you rescue these objects, if you could? A nearly perfected cure for dragonpox. Well, I gotta say that's gonna be number, out of 1, 2, and 3, it's gonna be number 3, man. We don't care about dragonpox here. If it'll let me do the thing, it's not fucking. Oh, okay, I did it wrong.
I love this website. It's awesome.
There's the student records going back 1,000 years. Obviously, I gotta put that first so I can humiliate the others and find their weaknesses and then kill them. And then there's a mysterious handwritten book full of strange runes. Honestly, I have no idea where I'd put that, but there's only one option anyway, so we're going to put it at number 2. And then, so yeah, and then first, student records go back 1,000 years, then a mysterious handwritten book full of strange runes. Finally, a nearly perfected cure for dragonpox. And then I confirm the order. Now, one of my housemates has cheated in a Hogwarts exam by using a self-spelling quill. Now he's come top of the... Wait, say that again? Now he has come top of the class. On top of the class? In charms, beating you in second place. That motherfucker. Professor Flitwick is suspicious of what happened. He draws you on his
What?
his fucking paper.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
And then he draws me to one side after the lesson and asks whether or not my classmate used a forbidden quill. What do I do? I could tell Professor Flitwick the truth like a snitch. If your classmate is prepared to win by cheating, he deserves to be found out. Also, you are both in the same house. Any points he loses will be regained by you. For coming... you would not wait to be asked to tell Professor Flitwick the truth. If you knew that somebody was using a forbidden quill, you would tell the teacher before the exam started. Lie and say you don't know, but hope that somebody else tells Professor Flitwick the truth. Tell Professor Flitwick that he ought to ask your classmate, and resolve to tell your classmate that if he doesn't tell the truth, you will. Definitely the third one. I want to be able to lie, up in this bitch. And then, choose a category to continue. We have cats. Sorry, pussies. We have toads, or we have owls. This is a really good question, because like all of these are pretty solid. I might have to go with owls, though, to be honest. So I'll select that guy. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take it with you? A barn owl, a tawny owl, a snowy owl, a screech owl, or a brown owl? That screech owl sounds really dirty, honestly. Sounds like she could be really, or he, I guess that could be he, I don't know.
Real kinky.
It sounds really interesting. But I think I'm gonna go with Snowy Owl because it's like Hedwig and he's cool. Every century, the flutterby bush produces flowers that adapt their scent to attract the unwary. If it lured you, It would smell of the sea, home, fuck home, a crackling log fire, or fresh parchment.
Or cum.
Definitely the sea. Which of the following would you... This looks like Mountain Dew. Which of the following would you most like to study? Mer people? That sounds kind of hot. Centaurs. Maybe. Werewolves. Vampires. Wow, okay. Goblins. We've also got the trolls. Or ghosts. I'm gonna have to go with the ghosts, I think. Because I don't want to study the trolls. Because I mean, I've seen enough of Dumbledore for one day, honestly. At this point. So, heads or tails? Can I say yes? I'm gonna say, Miles. What should I say? No, I'm gonna choose.
Good.
I'm gonna say tails. And the Sorting Hat is ready to make its decision. Before it does, it needs to wipe its ass. You can't do that. So you have to do it for it. And thank goodness, because it's really starting to smell at this point. So what I do is I use my summon spell to summon the magical toilet paper that never ends. And I use it and I clean up his butt.
His mess.
And he's like, thanks, man. I'm feeling better now. And then right before he's about to make his decision, he takes another shit.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, come on, man. Like, this just happened. Are you feeling alright? He's like, honestly...
Do you have any like Pepto-Bismol on you, perhaps?
Yeah, you got any Pepto-Bismol? Honestly, I think that motherfucker Dumbledore fucking poisoned me. All right, I think
he's been putting too much stuff up my ass, and
yeah, man,
I need a break.
He's really lonely because like he keeps calling me Mrs. Dumbledore, and like I don't really know why. And honestly, there was one point where he actually stabbed me with his sword of Gryffindor. And it was like, I don't know, it felt so weird. And then
but so right.
It out of me, it was just, yeah. Anyway, I'm ready to tell you what you are, man. You're a fucking Gryffindor. Go win at life, bro.
Wow, dude.
Like, courage, bravery, determination. You probably know that some of Gryffindor's most renowned members include, I'm sorry to say it, but Albus Dumbledore? I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about all of these done to me. And Harry Potter, I guess, that fucker too. But did you know that the Sword of Gryffindor was lodged in my asshole for 1,000 years? By goblins. Or the head of house.
By goblins! I thought it was Dumbledore.
Well, the head of house, Minerva McGonagall's hobbies include turning into a pussy, correcting articles in Transfiguration today, and supporting the Montrose Magpies. That sounds disgusting. The Sorting Hat has spoken. Share your house pride on this place called Facebook or Twitter. And I'm like, yo, I don't care about any of that. So anyway, I'm like, hey, pass the hat off to my buddy Banquet, man.
All right. So I take it. I take the hat, and I'm like, and I slowly put it on my head, and he's like, oh, fuck yeah. All right, let's fucking do this thing. And he's like, I hope you're ready for, like, the fucking of a lifetime, because after the thing I just had with Henri, I need to fuck, man. I need to get fucked. All right, so he asked me.
You just start topping up and down on your head.
He asked me, moon or stars? And I'm like, bro, what the fuck does this have to do anything? And he's like, moon or stars? And I pick, what the fuck? I guess stars, yeah. Alright. Then he asked me, he's like, late at night, walking alone down the street, you hear a peculiar cry that you believe to have a magical source. Do you draw your wand and stand your ground? Oh my god, this is so fucking hot, dude. Withdraw into the shadows to await developments while mentally reviewing the most appropriate defensive and offensive spells should trouble occur. Draw your wand to try to discover the source of the noise, or proceed with caution, keeping one hand on your concealed wand and an eye out for any disturbance. Okay, I picked that last one. And he's like, God damn, you're so fucking wet. I'm fucking wet, dude. That's what he says. 4 boxes are placed before you. Which would you try and open? Okay, then. The first one. The gleaming jet black box with a silver lock and key marked with a mysterious ruin that you know to be the mark of Merlin. Interesting. The small pewter box, unassuming and plain, with a scratched message upon it that reads, "I open only for the worthy." The small tortoiseshell box, embellished with gold, inside which some small creature seems to be squeaking. Or the ornate golden casket, standing on clawed feet, whose inscription warns that both secret knowledge and unbearable temptation lie within. I'm going to say I only open for the worthy box, the small pewter box. Small pewter box, because I like small penises. Alright, then he asked me this, it's kind of weird, he asked me the same question as you, which is, how would you like to be known to history? The great silence, the wise asshole, the bold asshole.
Did you say the wide asshole?
The wide asshole. And the good boy.
The old boy.
The old boy. I'm gonna pick. I like how like each of these different what are they called? The crystal balls have like nothing. Like the circle within is like not different, or not really anyway.
Yeah. Wait, what are you talking about? I don't see anything. We're not. We don't. There's nothing in front of us.
Yeah, you're right. Because this is all in our head.
We're all making it up, man.
I'll pick the wise. I think the wise is a good one.
The wide asshole.
The wide asshole. Which of the following do you find most difficult to deal with? Loneliness, boredom, hunger, being ignored, or cold? The fuck? This is hard, actually. I'm gonna say. I'll say being ignored, because I think out of all of those, I find that the most difficult to deal with. All right, cool. Which pet would you choose to take with you? Pussies, toads, or owls? I'm always gonna pick a pussy. I like pussies. All right. So the hat's like, oh my god, we're so fucking close, dude. I'm gonna fucking come. Let's talk about pussies now. So then I got ginger cat, white cat, Siamese, tabby, or a black cat. Hell yeah, I'm gonna pick a black cat. I love me some. Never mind. Black cat. Wow, good one. Okay, so which of the following would you most likely to study? Merpeople, centaurs, werewolves, vampires, goblins, trolls, ghosts. I think I would pick werewolves. I think that would be pretty sick. I wouldn't want to.
Oh, it's good. Wow. What?
What the fuck was that?
Sorry, I haven't been laughing as much as I should.
Dude, it's fine.
Okay.
Alright. White. Alright, white or black? This is hard, man. Let's pick black. I think I'm more of a darkness kind of guy. Alright, dude. Alright, so then the hat's finally, he's like, oh my god. Oh god, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Get ready, open your mouth. And then he comes on my head. And I sadly open my mouth because I'm like, oh god. And white
you look
cream,
up like what?
White cream filling falls down my head and into my mouth, and it tastes pretty good actually.
Yeah.
He's like, okay. Hold on, let me have a cigarette first, and I pop a little ciggy in his mouth, and he smokes for a bit, and then he's like, okay, I think I'm ready to decide now. Are you ready? And I'm like, dude, just give me the goddamn decision.
Yeah.
All right.
Put a gun to your own head.
Put a gun to the hat on my head, and I'm like, if I pull this trigger, we're both going down. And so, since I somehow answered most of your questions differently, I still got Gryffindor. So, I thought it was more of a Slytherin, but all right.
Yeah. And,
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
So we're both Gryffindors. Nice. At least this way we'll Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So then Percy Weasley comes up and he's like, "Congratulations. I am Prefect Percy Weasley, and I am delighted to welcome you to Gryffindor House. Our emblem is the lion, the bravest of all creatures. Our house colors are scarlet and gold, and our common room lies up in Gryffindor Tower." How long is this? Oh, okay. This is quite simply the best house at Hogwarts. It's where the bravest and boldest end up. For instance, Albus
Dumbledore.
Got him. And then Dumbledore smacks him on the ass. Is like, save it for the bedroom. Yes, Dumbledore himself, the greatest wizard of our time, was a Gryffindor. If that's not enough for you, I don't know what is. I won't keep you long, as all you need to do to find out more about your house is to follow Harry Potter and his friends as I lead them up to their dormitories. And I'm like, I whisper to you, like, isn't Harry Potter dead? Hasn't he been dead for years?
And I'm like, yeah, he's actually the first year we shot back on the train.
Enjoy your time at Hogwarts, but how could you fail to? You've become part of the best house in the school.
It's at this point that me and Banquet start hatching a plot to kill Percy. 'Cause clearly he's just a tool.
It is a large tool.
Yeah.
A hoe, perhaps. Okay. So then, okay. So Dumbledore picks Percy up, takes him to the bedroom, and is like, "Okay, you guys are on your own." And we're like, "Oh fuck!" So you and I just follow the other Gryffindors to the common house or whatever, the tower or whatever.
Yeah.
So we head there, and we're like, since we're the only first years, we get the whole fucking tower to ourselves.
Oh yeah, what's up, bitch? Not only that, but we convince all the other students in our house to bow to our will.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Our servants.
And let's see. Well, actually, you know what? That never made sense to me, because in the movies they always go to the same place. Like Harry Potter and the gang go to the same place every year.
Yeah.
But you never see any of the other members of Gryffindor in that area, like the older or younger members. At least not really.
Of course not. Yeah, no, of course not, because they were, too lazy to manufacture any other spot for him. They were just like, yeah.
They had to sleep everyone else had to sleep in the janitor closet in that area.
Everyone just go wait for Dumbledore in the room of requirement. Just fucking waiting for him. Which works if you think about it. Because
I require
if
your
whenever
ass.
you need it.
Yeah.
If it's there whenever you need it. If he's horny, you can just fucking go to that spot.
That's where they at.
Gryffindor's waiting for him.
Yeah.
Including Percy.
Dumbledore confirmed homosexual and pedophile, I guess, technically too. Prefers Gryffindors over any other house.
Right.
That's very in line with how he treats them in the movies, giving them points all the time. I wonder why. Interesting.
Rewarding them for their good behavior.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
So you and I pick our digs, our beds. We're across from each other, or whatever. If it's like a big circular room, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So then we're just chilling, just hanging out. And I'm like, wait, Henry, didn't you get a weird letter from Hogwarts saying you had to go to court?
And I'm like, yeah, dude. But we don't go to court anymore. We run this place. This place is ours. If the court comes after us, we'll just get all these bitches to fight them, and it'll be good. Okay,
interesting. Okay, so Professor Snape busts down the door. Like, he just kicks it down. Actually, no, he uses his big swinging nuts and knocks the door down. I'm sorry. His big swinging nuts. Knocks the door down. No, he uses a spell to make his nuts large and like spins and whips him at the door and knocks it down. Okay. So then he's like, Henry, you're coming with me. His humongous chungus. He's like, Henry, you're coming with me. And
then at this point, you're like, too late, as you finish jacking me off.
Okay. Ignoring that, he binds both of our hands with magic rope that tightens more if we struggle. So obviously you and I struggle as hard as we can because we're ready to come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he uses the levitating spell, Wingardium Leviosa. I forgot what it was for a second. He uses the spell to bring us to the Hogwarts courtroom for the proceedings.
Yeah, there's just a courtroom at Hogwarts.
Yeah, there is, obviously.
And so we get there, right? And we're like, "Yo, we're innocent. What the hell did we even do?" And at this point, I lean over to Milz, not Milz, sorry, Milz isn't there anymore. Banquet. My buddy Banquet, and I'm like, "Yo, can you be my lawyer for this?"
And I'm like, "No, dude, we were. Why am I not there? What do you mean?"
Milz wasn't there. Banquet was there, though.
What do you mean?
You're Banquet, not Milz.
Okay, cool. So I'm like, dude, we're both in quote unquote handcuffs, and you know we're both in this situation together. I don't think I could be your lawyer. So then. Dumbledore's the judge. We see that Dumbledore's the judge, and we're like, dude, bro, we're Gryffindors. We're gonna get off easy. You know what I'm saying?
And Dumbledore's just like, I'll say.
And Snape walks over, and he's the prosecutor, and he's like, all right, you two boys have been found. Not found guilty, because that would imply the court session is over.
They bring us there and just instantly just tell us we're guilty.
You've been suspected of
hoeing around,
of killing every other first year, and we're like, but how did you find out about that? And before it even happened,
why did you send us the letter to summon us to court before we did it?
Well, that was, and then Snape's like, well, actually, that was just a prank we were pulling, but now we actually had a reason to send it. We were sending prank letters out to certain people who did deserve it.
No, actually, what happens is the protagonist, whatever his name was from Minority Report, comes out with like the truth-seeking, or the one of the future, the forecasters, and it's just like even a suspect. He's a pre-crime. Anyway, keep going.
Sorry, side note. What if instead of Minority Report, it was Weather Report, and it was just weather forecasters?
Oh my gosh. It's gonna thunderstorm tomorrow.
And then they're like all epic, like, oh god, we gotta stop it.
We gotta stop the football game.
Okay. Either way, okay. So Snape's like, what was I saying again? I literally forgot. What were we saying?
So we were talking about.
Yeah. He sends out. We at Hogwarts like to send out prank letters to people who we think don't deserve to come to Hogwarts. So obviously they sent you a prank letter and me a normal one, but I brought you anyway because, dude, you're my fam. And then.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Snape, what the hell's wrong with you guys for sending out prank letters like that? So I run over and kick him in his big nuts. I just like, they're so big that they're like on the floor, and I just stomp on him. And he falls over in agony. And I'm like, I think the case is closed. And then Dumbledore's like, yes.
Yes. Master.
Yes, it is. And then he gives us 20 points just for showing up, you know. Gives Gryffindor 20 points.
Yep.
We're like, hell yeah, this is fucking sick.
20 points each.
20 points each, yeah. We're like, you guys are so
20.
fucking rad, killing the first years. And
honestly, we hated those bitches.
Yeah.
They always try to like take over.
And then all of a sudden, the groundskeeper, not the groundskeeper, what's his name?
Finch?
Hold on, I gotta look it up. Filch, thank you. I don't know what his job is, but Filch runs in like he always.
Kind of caretaker.
I guess caretaker, yeah. Runs in like he always does, holding his pants up or whatever he does.
With his pussy trailing behind him.
Is it that? Yeah, that's not McGonagall. That's just a totally different pussy.
No, it's just his cat.
It's just his never mind. He runs in, his pants falling down, his pants are at his ankles. He's running in.
I was just thinking, you said that wasn't McGonagall. I just imagine like she's like behind him, she's like buttoning up to like her fucking cloak or whatever, just like getting her hair all neat.
Yeah. She's quiet. She's like slowly walking in as if nothing was just happening.
Yeah. She and Filch weren't having sex.
And then Filch runs in, pants down, is like, hold the presses, hold up, boys. Hold up, sweet boys. We them boys. And he's like, I do find these two men not
very
guilty. God. I find these two men, these two 20-year-olds who are first years at Hogwarts, I find them very sexy. and then all of a sudden, Filch's real cat comes in and knows instantly what had just happened between Filch and McGonagall, and she's pissed.
Yeah.
And she runs over, scratches his butthole, and leaves. And we're like really confused by what just happened, but we
pulls out her Glock.
Pulls out her Glock, and then Filch is like, "See, look, they have guns. They shouldn't be here. I know I find them attractive, but they shouldn't be here. They have guns. They're muggles. I forgot the word for it. They're muggles, and they shouldn't be here." And we're like, we point the Glock in his face, and we're like, "Say it again, bitch."
Look who's talking, you fucking mudblood.
You fucking cock.
You little cock.
You little cock. And then
at this point, he turns around and gets on the ground and shows his asshole to us. And Dumbledore's like, "Guys, take it easy now, all right? He just lost his cat."
And then you turn around and point your Glock at Dumbledore, and you're like, "Say it again, bitch."
Say it again, you bitch.
Because we can't think of anything else to say.
And he's like, "Oh, you want to get real now, you little motherfuckers?"
And then he pulls out a Glock.
Pulls out his AK.
Pulls out his AK.
Yeah, and then you, all of a sudden you're next to him, and you're like Trinity, and you just go, "Dodge this," and then you shoot him in the head. And we're like, "Yeah, we run this school, you bitches. This is our house now. All the houses are our houses. All right, we run this bitch. All right." I want Snape in my fucking quarters tomorrow. All right, because that guy is my bitch now.
All right, that doesn't happen.
That does happen.
No, it doesn't happen. I do the dodge this, and then Snape comes over and slaps the gun out of my hand, and is like,
Black Snake.
This big black snake, and he's like,
"Which Moan? Black Snake Moan?"
What?
Keep going.
Okay. And he's like, "No, I'm the only one who should be killing Dumbledore." Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
And And then he shoots Dumbledore in the back. No, I'm just kidding.
He's like, no, Miles, stop sucking on your hand. He's like, I'll do it.
I'm just kidding. That doesn't happen. He does say that thing about him killing Dumbledore, though. And Dumbledore is an old fart, so he doesn't even hear him.
Yeah. Even though he's like right next to him.
Yeah. So I pick up my Glock and I walk. And I'm like, okay, I think we've had enough for today. So you and I leave that whole fucking mess of a scene. And we go back to the tower and we play hooky for the first few months of school.
And then
Go ahead.
And then at this point, we start a little underground war. And one day you're just walking. You finally decide, fuck this, I'm gonna go to class and see what's up. And you're on your way to class, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, me and a bunch of other like 6th, 7th years, and even a couple other professors gang up on you and start beating the shit out of you. And we're like, you know what, Miles, I'm sorry, this school ain't big enough for the both of us. Like we're both Gryffindors. We can't both coexist right now in the same house. And then Dumbledore shows up and he's like, yo, Miles knows how to, get me really going, so we can't let this happen, man. Let's resolve it another way. There's a way to distinguish between the two of you. And he's like, let's learn what your fucking Patronus is. And I'm like,
all right, nope.
Well, it's been an hour.
Nope. I know. We're not. It's only our first year, dude. We're not gonna find out what our Patronus is yet, dude. Shut the fuck up. We're only first years.
But we fucking took over the school, though.
Yeah, dude. We're still first years, though.
Yeah, we took over the fucking school.
All right, so none of what you just said happened because I didn't like it.
Okay, cool. I love it.
Still, we play hooky. You and I play hooky for the first few months, and then yeah, we're real bored, so we had to Flitwick's class or whatever, and we're like, yo, bitch, what's up? And we're like, have our Glocks out, like we're just like holding it like this, with like our arms chilling on the sides. Yeah. We walk in, we're just like, yo, what's up, guys? How's it going? And then he's like, oh, I see you've decided to show up to class. Please get out your wands. And we each respectively pull our wands, mine out of my ass and yours out of your mouth, because we never took them out. Nope. They've been in there for months.
The whole time.
So we get ready to learn, and then Flitwick waves his wand around, and I shoot him out of reflex. He falls over, dead.
Yeah.
And then we're like, damn. So we go back to our room. This is riveting, really riveting. Okay, so we go back to our room, our common room, or whatever the fuck we call it. And
yeah. It's our crib.
Yeah, it's our crib. We call it our crib, the Macbeef-Banquet crib. We've changed.
Crib. When we record our wizard podcast.
Wizarding podcast. Okay, so we had to dinner. We had to dinner that night, and then Filch comes in again. We're eating, you and I are eating, and then Filch comes running in, pants down again. Dick swinging, and he's like, "There's a troll. There's a troll in the school. There's a big troll." Mm-hmm. And in walks Dumbledore on his laptop trolling. And I'm like, dude, Henri, I know you know how to handle this. You gotta... What are we gonna do, bro?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, alright. Well, obviously the answer is we gotta fucking psych him out and make him really upset and get him off his game. So what we gotta do is we gotta quickly start our online, wizarding social media platform so we can fucking troll Dumbledore and get him fucking off his rocker.
Yeah.
And we access our social media site, Wizard Twitter,
and we send tweets saying check your DMs. We just spam him with check your DMs. And then in your DMs, it's your classic suck a butt line.
Yep. It's classic lines like suck a butt. And hey, I heard you you really gave it to Ollivander the other day. That's it's pretty I don't know.
That's exactly what it says. It just it's like a lot of ellipses and just that's pretty. That's
interesting.
And then that's it. And then Dumbledore gets all flustered and he like throws his laptop on the ground and he's like, "God damn it!" And then he summons a real troll. He places down his trap card and releases a troll because that's how trap cards work.
Yes.
And so then there's a real troll just in the dining hall or whatever the fuck they call that room too, because there's so many names for everything. Okay, so now we're like, okay, now it's our time to shine.
It's our time down here.
Yeah. You and I pull out our glocks and shoot the fuck out of him.
Shoot the fuck out of Dumbledore.
Dumbledore's behind the troll, so he doesn't get it. He doesn't get shot. he takes a bullet to his nuts, his old wrinkly nuts. His kneecaps, yeah. Both of his kneecaps. And then we're like, Dumbledore, if you do that shit again, there'll be a lot more that will be harmed. I don't know.
And then, yeah. Then so then we start talking to the troll, trying to get it to calm down, and it's not listening to us. So I'm like, Miles, we gotta find some other way to beat this thing. What was that levitation spell we learned the other day? And you're like, dude, I don't fucking know. I didn't pay attention to that class. And I was like, I don't know. Is it when Guardian levied Tosa, and you're like, dude, that's fucking stupid. And then you pull out a second Glock, and
I do have an idea, by the way.
Matrix on that bitch.
No, okay. What I do is and I'm like, bro, fuck this, and I take my wand out of my ass because that's where I just keep it now. I shove it in my Glock. I shove the wand in my Glock, and I just like shoot him right in the head, and it goes like straight through his head, and I'm like, there it is, all done.
Done and
done. Done and done. And then Snape walks over, and he's like, all right. I know there was that alternate reality where you thought you were getting a Patronus, and you didn't. But now it's time. Because I think you boys are ready. You killed a troll. You shot Dumbledore in his kneecaps. I think you guys are ready to get your Patronus. So he kidnaps us, brings us down to his little dungeon, hooks us up to chains, and is like, all right, now it's time. And so now we can both start. It says better with headphones, but fuck that shit. All right. So where our minds are cast into like this wooded area, it's pretty crazy. And he says the Patronus is a kind of positive force, a projection of the very things that the Dementor feeds upon: hope, happiness, the desire to survive. Did you say comma?
Come.
Oh, come. The desire to come.
You can only discover your Patronus once the questions are timed. Go with your instincts, Miles.
All right, you ready, dude? Are you ready to begin? 3,
I'm beginning.
2, 1. Did you already start?
Yeah.
Okay. Relax. Think of your happiest memory, I think.
Yes.
That time I brought Henri to ejaculate in our common room.
Yes.
I guess we'll take a sec because it's just going to be a lot of silence for now.
Yes, it is.
Great.
Like, resulting conclusive. You're a squib.
Glad I took that. All right, what'd you get?
I got a brown hair.
Dude, nice. I got a fucking field mouse.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
God.
That's not bad.
So then Snape's like, wow, you guys have really bullshit Patronuses. Get the fuck out of my dungeon.
Harry had a fucking stag, you twats.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, damn, dude. All right.
I didn't know that you guys were so discriminatory here. Okay, so we walk out of his fucking sex dungeon, go back to our room, and nothing happens for the rest of the year, and we go home.
I'm like, well, this was super boring.
This was
yeah.
We might never come back here, but we might again. We might
come back.
We might come back to Hogwarts, but I mean, we got our glocks. So do we really need magic?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we got all the magic we need right here
with this glock. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that was us doing Harry Potter RP / and taking the quizzes.
Yeah,
although in
a combination of quiz taking and
RP
improv
roleplay. Yeah. Although to be honest, I'm not too happy about any of my results because doing it on the phone was a bad idea.
Me either.
All right, cool. So thanks for listening. Yeah, check us out on your mom. We're on your mom right now.
We're on your mom right now.
No. Do you have anything to say before I finish?
Nope.
Before I finish us off?
I think I'm good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, man. Also,
right.
well, actually, one thing. Snape is a bitch. Okay, anyway. Okay.
Yeah, he is a bitch. Okay.
Yeah, so I just need to return this wand. Honestly, I don't think it's the right one for me. I know you're not usually used to seeing your mistakes laid out so openly in front of you, but yeah, I just don't think this is the one for me, man. Wait, what are you doing with it? No, stop. No. I said don't put it there. No, stop. No, I mean, it's even worse than my mouth. No, stop. Ah!